Hey, Ruan here from TunnelvizionTV, and in today's tutorial I'm going to show you guys how to create a reflection matte in 3ds Max, and also I'm going to make use of the Corona renderer. So first of all, I'm just going to go to rendering, render setup, and I'm going to set up my renderer. So I'm going to choose Corona, and I'm using 1.2.1, and then I'm also going to set my output size to HD TV. Alright, I'm just going to maximize this viewport. And then I'm going to go to rendering and environment, and I'm going to click on this environment map and then bitmap, and then I'm just going to load a picture, which is just a still image, but obviously you can do a image sequence as well. Open, and then I'm going to open my material editor and just drag this map into my material editor as an instance. Click OK, double click the material, and then I'm going to set it to environment, and I'm going to set this to screen. Alright, and I'm going to close all this down, and then I'm going to go to views, viewport background, environment background. Alright, so then we've got our image or our backplate, and I'm just going to try and line up our grid to this, and obviously you can see it doesn't line up perfectly. And to fix this, we're going to go to utilities here on the side, and then I'm going to go to perspective match, and then click on show vanishing lines. And then I'm just going to use these lines to line it up. So I'm going to try and get the perspective correct. So this one, I'm just going to try and match these lines in the scene. Take this one here, line that up. Okay, so that's pretty close. I don't think we have to worry too much about that. And then I'm going to create a plane, just something like that. Okay, I'm just going to scale it up a little bit. Something like that. Okay, and then I'm going to create a teapot right in the center, and let's just rotate that a bit, and I'm going to increase the segments to 32. And then we also need to create a light, so I'm going to go to lights, and I'm going to create a Corona light. I'm just going to drag it out here, and then I'm just going to move it up. Okay, something like that. So let's go back to our material editor, and let's first create a material for our teapot. So I'm going to right click materials, Corona, and then I'm going to choose a Corona material, and let's just give it a color quickly. Let's make it like a light blue, and I'm going to assign that material to our teapot. Alright, let's minimize this material, and then I'm going to right click materials, Corona, and then I'm going to click on the Corona shadow catcher material, and I'm going to apply that to my plane. Alright, and then you'll see here is a backplate in this material, and I'm going to link this to my background plate, just like that. And I'm going to go into the properties of my Corona shadow catcher, and then I'm going to go to the reflection properties, and let's just bump up the reflection to 1 for now. And then you can also play with the glossiness and also this Fresnel IOR. I'm just going to increase this a little bit to maybe 1.7, something like that. And let's just do a quick render to see what we get. Okay, so as you can see, we've got a nice reflection, and we also have a shadow there, looking pretty cool. So obviously you can go ahead and play with the glossiness of your reflection, and you can play with the shadow settings. But as you can see, Corona is really easy to do this kind of thing. So I'm just going to give it a few render passes to just to increase the quality a little bit. Okay, now if we look at the alpha channel, you'll see this is not correct. We can actually see the alpha channel of the plane as well. And this is because Corona will first render it in a way just to visualize it. And then once you're ready to actually export your render, you need to go to your material settings, go to your shadow catcher, and then where it says alpha mode, I'm going to change that from always solid to for compositing. Alright, so let's close our material editor down, and let's do another render. And you'll see this time it's going to look a little bit different. If I just set this to my beauty pass, then you can actually see the plane. But if we look at the alpha channel, you'll see that's correct. You can see the teapot, you can see the shadow, and you can also see the reflection. So that's perfect. So I'm just going to let it render for a few passes to get rid of some of the noise. Okay, that should be okay for this tutorial. So I'm just going to stop that, and then I'm going to save it. Let's just call this render, and I'm just going to use PNG Obviously you can go ahead and use any other format you like, and I'm going to click on setup, make sure we've got an alpha channel, and then I'm going to save that. And then I'm quickly going to jump into After Effects. So let's just load up our backplate and also our render, and I'll just quickly show you guys how this works. So I'm going to import my backplate, and then I'm going to import my render on top of that. And there you go, you can see we've got a reflection. Obviously this reflection is a bit harsh. You can play with the material settings just to blur it out a little bit, maybe play with the glossiness and see what you get. But as you can see, it's really easy to do this type of thing using the Corona renderer. So yeah, remember to use the coupon code CoronaTVT to get 10% discount when you buy the full Corona renderer from their online store. I'll put some links in the description. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Let me know if you like this tutorial by giving me a thumbs up, and also click on that subscribe button if you want to be notified of any weekly tutorials. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers, bye.
Flash.